This is CLR, Lancashire's first choice for news and sport.
It's 3:30 and you're listening to CLR Radio. I'm John Johnston and this is your sports news. First up, it's another big weekend for Preston in the Championship. Last week's win against Bristol City lifted them into the playoff places and they face a tricky tie against Cardiff tomorrow. Christian Sommer reports.
Preston North End set off to South Wales yesterday as they prepare for their clash with playoff rivals Cardiff. Alan Irvine has a few worries on his mind as he fears that the FA Cup draw may be preying on his players' minds ahead of the more important league games as the Lily-Whites look to secure promotion. But not all is bad news for the Scotsman as he can look forward to the return of winger Lewis Neal, who recently spent a loan at Notts County. Midfielder Richard Chaplow hopes that his side can build on their 2-0 win against Bristol City last weekend as they look to cement their place in the top half of the Championship.
Anyone that's been down to Cardiff knows what sort of place it is. You know, the fans are right on top of you, they make it as intimidating as possible, and I'm sure they'll mix it up. They got a player sent off the other day, McPhail, who's a big player for him, and hopefully we can capitalise on that loss and go there and play our football and come away with 3 points.
Also in the Championship this weekend, Carling Cup semi-finalist Burnley meet Sheffield United at Bramall Lane, whilst Blackpool host managerless Charlton Athletic. In the Premier League, under fire Blackburn boss Paul Ince welcomes Liverpool to Ewood Park. Meanwhile, Sam Allardyce has emerged as the early front-runner for the Sunderland job following Roy Keane's departure. Locally, Bamber Bridge hosts Colwyn Bay in the Unibond Premier League, and FA Vase holders Fylde are at home to Runcorn Linnets in the third round of the competition. On to Formula 1 now, and car giant Honda have confirmed this morning that they are to pull out of next season's competition. The team is looking for a buyer, but could fold unless one is found at the end of the month. Our reporter Sean Molyneux has more.
It's been a bad year for Formula 1 giants Honda, which has culminated in citing the global credit crunch as the reason behind ending the team's 9-year association with the sport. The news means that British driver Jenson Button might not have a car for next season, and with Toro Rosso the only team yet to confirm their 2009 lineup, Button's options look limited. The decision will also affect 600 workers at Honda's plant in Northamptonshire, with people there being told to expect redundancy letters this Christmas. Alan is one of those that has been recently affected by the decision.
I went there for an interview yesterday morning to start there on Monday for a job, which I got it. Give them all my details, start 8 o'clock Monday morning. I got a phone call at 6 o'clock last night to say Honda have pulled the plug and we don't require your services now.
In rugby union, Preston Grasshoppers play away at Nuneaton tomorrow. They hope to end a run of 5 league defeats away from home when they take on the second place side. Reporting is John Lawn.
Hoppers head coach Alex Kay is still missing several key players with Dan Waller and Mark Balshaw sidelined. Luke Cunningham is also a doubt after receiving a knock. England academy player Lee Imielek retains his place at number 6 and they will continue to experiment with Russell Flynn at fullback after he put in an impressive performance last week. Club officer Ken Moore is looking for Grasshoppers to use possession to play to their strengths.
We've not really been out-muscled or outplayed up front so far, so I think we'll be hoping that we can put some pressure on again and give the right sort of platform for, undoubtedly, some talented bats to make the most of it.
Boxing now. Amir Khan will look to put his last defeat behind him as he takes on Oisin Fagan at the XL Arena tomorrow night. Khan's last fight saw him knocked out in a first-round shock loss to Colombian Breeders Prescott. The Bulletin fighter has taken himself to America to work with trainer Freddie Roach as he looks to put his career back on track. In Preston, there was a mixed reaction as to whether Khan can kick-start his career tomorrow night.
I think he'll win. I think he'll bounce back with a bang. He'll show to everybody he's still a good fighter.
Going on his last performance, I think he's going to get absolutely battered.
I think he's realised that he needs to train harder and put his priorities straight. So I'm sure he's been in the gym working out.
I don't think he'll win at all. I think he's a bit arrogant.
In cricket, Lancashire have confirmed they are hunting for a new first-team coach after moving Mike Watkinson to a new role as Director of Cricket. Former Sussex captain Chris Adams is favourite to be the new coach. All you snooker fans out there, be sure to get yourselves down to the Regal in Preston this Saturday evening. Legends of the game Jimmy White and Alex Higgins will be going head-to-head in a best-of-7 exhibition match. Event organiser and former snooker professional Chris Cookson is anticipating a good turnout for the event.
We're looking at around 150 to 170 people, which, with the credit crunch being on and people, watching the pennies, the names speak for themselves. They've put bums on seats.
The doors will open from 7:45 p.m, so be careful not to miss out. That's all for sport now. Don't forget to tune in from 2 p.m. when we'll have the build-up and full match commentary from Preston's game at Cardiff. The time is now 3:35 on CLR Radio.